Hi, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Greg.
And you're watching GB Productions. This week on the channel, we're going to install some airlift ride control adjustable air springs on my dad's 2014 Silverado. The reason why you'd want these is if you're towing a heavy load, you might have a situation where your truck begins to squat. And that's very dangerous to drive with, unlike what people from North Carolina might say. And you want these airbags to help push the suspension back up so that your truck is level. They make these kits for all the trucks, and they make them for half tons, 3/4 tons, probably 1 tons as well. The kits are slightly different, I guess, between each type of truck because all the trucks have slightly different suspension. But in our case, we're going to show it on a GM truck, which this is probably going to be broadly similar to a current generation truck. It is a 3rd generation Silverado. And so yeah, without further ado, we're going to figure out what we're doing here, and then we'll be back. So next here, we're going to lay out all the pieces for this kit. So you have your 2 airbags or air springs, whatever you want to call them. One on each side of the rear axle. You have airline here. You have a bag full of tools. A bag full of fasteners. Hardware. This connects to your frame. And this bottom piece here, this will connect to your leaf spring. And of course another one of these for the other side.
Air T.
And an air T. So there's multiple ways you can set up the airlines for this. We're actually going to merge the 2 lines together and bring 1 line out the back instead of 2 separate. So that way they come up evenly. Also, the reason why we're putting this on is the trailer my parents bought is relatively close to the basically the payload limit of the truck. And when you're getting close to the payload limit of the truck, it's probably on the safer side to have something like this installed than to not. So the first thing we got to do here is we got to remove this ABS kind of, what do you call it?
It's just a plastic clip that holds the wire from flapping around.
And then replace it with this. So we got to put the wire inside here. Eventually it'll mount up to that big black piece, but not quite yet. So I've grabbed a flat tip screwdriver to help pry it out. We'll see how this goes. So, it just takes a little bit of effort.
I think this, because we don't think we need this thing anymore, right?
No.
So it should open up so that it'll come up a little bit. That later on, or just leave it as is. I think it's just gonna go something like that, probably with the bracket. So okay, so then we need the no, not that. We need a bolt first, which is gonna be
probably need a washer with it too, I guess.
yeah. It does say that. I just don't know if it actually tells you which.
Probably not.
And now the fun part is this has to go in through this hole in the frame somehow.
So yeah, you have to slide it in there where that ABS sensor was kind of hooked in.
This is going to be a pain. I don't even know if you can get. Maybe I can and successfully drop it inside the frame rail.
The sand in the frame
threads
there.
full of, get a wire brush handy.
I don't know. Let's see if my dad has one.
Be nice to not try and put the nut on with all of that on there.
The brake line clip has to go in there as well.
This is going to have a lot more cleaning before this can go on. Because putting that over top of a bunch of shale and rust and we tighten up, then it'll be loose later.
Okay, so we cleaned off the rust and paint and stuff off the frame, and then we sprayed it with some fluid film to protect it. So now we got to figure out how we're going to assemble this top bracket.
So we're going to have
and that brake piece there we left before. Now we have to deal with that because it needs to attach to the springs.
Yeah, I think we need to get this off of here. I just wish I could figure out how it. Okay, so we're gonna need 6 hands for this because you gotta hold the heavy bracket up there. I don't know how you're supposed to hold the bolt head inside to tighten the nut.
The guy who's holding the bracket can hold the nut.
No, but you gotta get a tool on it. You have to get a socket on the head to hold it to be able to tighten this nut.
Do we have a shallow socket?
I don't know. And because the stupid idiots made it a closed tube frame, you can't access it from the inside. We need, we need a shallow, it'll be 9/16 with a ratchet, I guess. But anyway, I guess I could get this assembled while Mitchell's doing that. Okay, maybe not. There we go. The best thing is also the worst thing about fluid film. It gets everywhere. Just like anti-seize.
Really? There's no 1/4-inch drive here?
What the flux? Who needs? Oh, I don't even know how we're gonna do this because this just covered the hole that I was gonna use. So. So good. This is gonna be so much fun. Gravity. Ah. Gravity is such a pain in the butt.
No, that's stupid. Maybe grab it.
I couldn't watch that.
I didn't watch it.
Where did the washer go? Oh. Mitchell.
What?
Lost the washer.
Okay, we're gonna cut for a bit. He'll be back when we figure out what we're doing. Okay, so after considerable dicking around.
That's my tagline. We have got a shallow 3/8 drive 9/16 socket on a 3/8 drive universal joint on a 3-inch 3/8 drive extension that Mitchell is holding to be able to hold the bolt head from turning because there's nothing provided in the kit to allow you to hold it to tighten it. So here we go. After substantial considerable dicking around.
Oh wait, we can't. Oh, okay, you have that on there.
What?
I was wondering if you did the ABS line.
Don't give me that shit. little trick to do all this upside down. Okay, so now it's really important to keep the extension on the bolt head.
Of course I can't frickin' see you while I do this.
You don't need to see.
Oh my god.
You probably don't even need the ratchet, to be honest.
Okay, no ratchet.
Try it without. Just whatever you do, keep a tipping down on this end so that it'll stay on the bolt head. I'll just start slow here and see if it's gonna work.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Don't speak too soon.
We lose it though, we're dead.
Go nice and easy.
So yeah, this isn't a one-person job. Clearly.
Apparently not. That's really this clamp is genius. Okay, so we have to torque this before we can move on because we have to put a bolt through where you have your extension.
Okay.
Is the next part. So I guess we have to torque this first.
Okay, so I'll go grab the torque wrench.
Just leave that hanging if it'll stay there, yeah?
I hope it's a 3/8 drive torque wrench.
Yeah, it won't be likely.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, don't want to do that. How are we going to stop that sucker from turning? I'm going to need to put a screwdriver on it, I think. We don't want that to turn.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Shit. Did it come off?
Yeah.
Aw, man. How'd that happen? It was going so well.
I feel like there's a bolt we should have put on before we...
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a bolt there we should have put on before we did this.
It's not.
The one up here. Oh wait, that moves, okay.
Oh, it's on.
It's on?
Hold on. Okay. Where's that ratchet that you had?
Oh, it's behind you.
Hold on. Oh, you can't even put it on because of this brake line. Yeah. Okay, I want to hold this clamp from turning somehow. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, try gently. Oh, okay, never mind. Did I get you?
My gloves on. Supposed to be cut
Try.
through.
Hold on. I'm losing this again.
Seems like a lot of torque for a little
Yeah,
bolt.
that's what I was saying. Of course, it is, I guess it's not the actual suspension, but it is related to suspension. I can't get that in there far enough to do what I want it to. Okay, try it. Gotta be getting close. Holy. Okay, hold on. Take it off. Back it off to 30.
Okay.
Make it click at 30. Then we'll take it up.
Of course, these torque wrenches aren't accurate at the bottom of the range.
No, we talked about that before, right?
Oh, it's already there.
Okay, so go 30 or go
Let's go 40.
go 40 maybe. Yeah. It was probably almost there.
It's probably 1 foot-pound short.
Hold on now. Hold on. I gotta hold this thing. Okay, try it. Okay, stop. Shouldn't have been that much. Back it off to 35.
Well, it'll be 36. There is no 5 option.
Oh. That's kind of dumb. Hold on. Okay, try it. Oh, yeah, okay. Now go up to 40. I really don't like the angle of that wire. Oh, did I just lose this thing? Yep, hold on. I was doing too many things at once.
Oh.
But the sensor is, so hold on.
All this pain and suffering.
Okay, try a little bit. Okay, hold on. Let me see if this is turning. Okay. No, okay, so stop. We're gonna fucking twist the bolt right off. Because there's no way it shouldn't have clicked already.
So we're going to assume it is torqued.
What do you got it set to? 40 you said?
At 40.
That's nuts.
Okay, so next step is the bolt that goes through the frame, right?
And I'll stick one of these through over here. These, we don't have to hold the head.
So this goes in first?
Yeah. Slide that over the bolt first. Yeah. And then put your...
Is that supposed to sit on the frame though?
What do you mean?
Well, it doesn't quite... Is that how it's supposed to go?
Yeah, I think I'll keep it flat here, but it'll pull it through the hole when we tighten it up.
You sure this is the right washer too?
Yep. Because it's got to cover that gaping hole in the frame.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
Pull the bolt back out of it.
Oh. Hold on, take it off for a sec.
Okay, now I'll push it through. Inside. So much rust.
That's not even that old.
It's old enough.
No, the frame's only a certain size though, so.
Are the 3/4 tons and the 1 ton have wider frames?
Don't. I mean, I don't know for sure about GM, but I wouldn't think so.
And what's the difference? Is the frame just made
The
of...
suspension is the main difference. Hey, now it's getting.
But why do they weigh so much more then?
Okay, hold on. Thought it was getting tight there for a second. Well, I mean, I guess.
The frame has to be different.
Well,
because
you would think that, wouldn't you? I guess it must be. It must be a thicker wall frame, maybe. Maybe so the size is the same, but
because they make the
maybe
trucks.
it's a bit.
They make the trucks so that the cab and the box and everything are the same material, right?
Okay, I'll look at what keep going with that a bit more. I'll look at what it's supposed to be.
Torqued to here.
Doesn't give a torque.
Is it just tight?
It's tight as you can put it with that wrench, I would think. Now just watch that it doesn't start to cave in the frame tube.
Well, this frame is meant for this.
Well, if they didn't give a torque, then it's probably not supposed to be super duper tight.
Okay,
I
that's
can just,
tight enough.
I'll just double check what you got. Yeah, I would think that's probably good. We can always add more to that one because you'll be able to access it.
So that bolt there, no torque value, just hand tighten it.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a torque.
There is a
It just says tighten securely, whatever that means.
line that's kind of right above where the bolt is. So when you put the washer in, you have to put the washer against the frame and then stick the bolt through.
Yeah.
Okay, are we done back here for now?
I think so. The next part is to actually put the... Oh, I think you're right, though.
What?
I think...
This moves.
But all that has to go in there is the...
Top of the bolt.
No, just a small, thin nut. Yeah, that's going to have to get pried out of the way pretty good because that's where the elbow for the air fitting comes out. So that's going to have to be like... But anyway.
Anyway, let there be light.
Yeah. I think the next part now is to actually assemble the air sleeve, and then it comes in as one piece, I guess.
Okay,
So that we can do on the bench.
So we will cut here, move to the bench, and assemble this.